Hello friends, this is Coldrun, back with Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. We're here in Thavnair, in the place whose name I'm terrible at remembering names, Yedlihmad. We're in the port town of Yedlihmad. Last time we helped the elephant to sell fish. We helped badly, but we tried. And before, I'm just going to finish off this main quest, and then I'm going to check out these little side quests that popped up. Urianger? Mayhap owing to the island's small size, the tower's impact upon the people's lives doth appear more pronounced here than in Eorzea. That's a good point. This is really close to, like, everything. This is really close. Estinian. There you are. Gotten over the ether sickness, have you? I have. Probably. Thancred. I see you've been busy. Managed to learn a tidbit or two, I trust. Yep, I've learned a couple things about their situation and how crappy it is here. Thancred. I see. We also heard that the tower is affecting many locals' livelihoods, but to think that it would be to such an extent. For another notable, if not wholly unexpected discovery, disappearances and kidnappings are disturbingly commonplace. Really? Are they, like, hijacked? Because we know that the tower is using local people and, like, imprisoning them and, like, corrupting their faith and using it and misusing it, and so maybe that's what's happening. As before, the culprits are almost certainly tempered Imperial soldiers. Yep, that would make sense. And as before, they mean to use the faith of their hapless thralls to call forth a lunar primal. Business as usual for the Telaferoi. Yeah, it seems like it. Ooh, level up. Ver Thunder 3, what is this? Ver Arrow... Hold on. Are these traits? Upon gaining 3 mana stacks, Ver Thunder 3 is upgraded to Ver Flare, and Ver Arrow 3 is upgraded to Ver Holy. I don't quite understand how that's going to play out, so we'll see. Anyway, there's a few side quests here. Let's check those out. Alright, girl. Ori girl? Alright? The child is looking around, trying to catch the attention of any passers-by. Well, I am a passerby. Oh, you look fierce. Are you? Can you help me find my sister? Yeah, no problem. She went off to hunt Sodamerg, so she could make me chicken tikka. Yep, this is... Okay, so this just kind of confirms the whole, like, Indian theme going, just chicken tikka. She's so brave, but she's been gone for quite some time. I've never strayed far from the gates, and those beasts look so frightening. She shouldn't be far. Can you find her for me? She has red hair, and she looks so elegant in her hunting garb. She set off to the northwest. I'll be waiting here for you to come back. No problem. We're going to save your sister and get you some delicious chicken tikka. Now this is an elephant, Gaja. I regret calling them elephants before. I don't remember what they're part of the ones in town are part of the Matanga tribe, I think. So I'll go with Matanga for now until I hear something else. I like the vocals in this music. Here we go. We see the auburn-haired Aura. Quiet, you. I'm lying in wait. Can't you see? What is it? Your sister was worried. My sister? Oh, she does worry after me, so I apologize for her imposition. Today is her name's day, and I wanted to do something special for her. So much has gone wrong of late, and she's managed to always keep a smile on her face. I thought that Sotamerg would be simple prey, but now that I've seen one up close, I can barely bring myself to move. I've never been so afraid, truth be told. But you look as if you've never known fear. You are incorrect. You would make quick work of the Sotamerg, I'm certain. If you don't mind, could you slay the animal for me? I've already set the trap, so one should be along soon enough. Without their meat, I can't hope to make the chicken tikka that my sister so adores. Please, if not for me, then do it for her. And then you'll do it again. Yeah, no problem. How are we gonna lure it? Oh, right. And they called it chicken tikka. Is it just like a big old chicken? Yep, this is a big old chicken. Hungry Sodamerg. No problem. That was an inspiring display. Were you able to procure its meat? Yes, I was. Soderbergh meat. A chunk of meat freshly cut and ready to be tossed in a stew. Probably tastes like chicken, I guess. This is the most delicious part. Thank you. Thank you. You must let me repay you for your bravery. Please, meet me near the city gates where I told my sister to wait. I do hope she hasn't wandered off. Nah, she'll be fine. I found her, Ori girl. Sister, you've returned! There's the brave traveler, auburn-haired Aura. Ori girl, thank you for finding my sister. She said you took down that Soderbergh in a single blow. I did not. Your sister's a liar. Anything for Chicken Tikka, yes. Thank you. You're welcome. Auburn-haired Aura. The memories of us gathering around the table as a family over a homemade feast are among my fondest. Our parents have gone to Yedlihmad Hunt to find work, seeing as how there is none to be found since that tower appeared. They have sent word they'll return for this little one's name day. I want them to arrive to a feast rivaling the ones from before, and thanks to you they will. Please take this for all you've done to give our family a memory we can cherish. Thank you. All kind of the same sort of food. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, a plus sign opened up. Steppe Child. Steppe Child. Well played game. As always, well played with the quest names. So it's a plus sign, but I'm not gonna get my hopes too up. I'm going to assume this is a this is just for an ether current. Ogul. You look tentative, Ogul. Yeah, Steppe Child. Ogul is looking in trepidation. I was right. The emotes really add a lot to this game. Why are there Matanga everywhere? Has this town fallen? No, the Matanga are great. Don't you? You're immediately my least favorite character. Ah, your face. It's known to me. You were the warrior who fought for the mole and the Nadam. Oh, shit, you're from the steppe. Of course, Steppe Child. I am Ogul of the Katayan. It was your bravery and skill which inspired me to embark upon my own hero's journey. Yet now I have foolishly blundered into a den of Matanga. Why do these others walk without fear? Do they not care if they are slaughtered? Yes, slaughtered only by the comforting hugs of the Matanga. These Matanga are not like those in the Azim Steppe. Were there Matanga on the Azim Steppe? Arkasodara, that was the name I was forgetting. I didn't remember the Matanga being on the Azim Steppe. Okay. Oh, we got the sunrise. Okay, we're going to get daytime. Excellent. These Matanga are not like the ones in the Azim Steppe. I do not doubt your word, but grandmother would always warn me, if you encounter a Matanga, you turn tail and flee as far and fast as you can. Your grandmother sucks. Her tails were awful and bloody, and so now is the very sight of them. It terrorizes unbidden. No, I cannot stay here. I must earn enough coin to buy passage from this nightmare island as soon as possible. I beg of you, stay at my side for a time. Just until I meet with this Kankana, the person the sailors told me about. She is said to have work that pays a fair wage, so I will see what she has for me. 100% she's Matanga. 100%. Like, no doubt in my mind. I like the squirrel just perched on my head, taking away any seriousness I might have. Ah, bless this game. Here we go. What now? What now, Ogul? Yeah, she's not happy, but you will be, because look at this adorable Matanga. What is that young lady? Why is that young lady trembling so? It's because she doesn't know a wonderful, huggable race when she sees one. By the Dusk Mother, no one told me Kankana was a Matanga. Could I ask you to speak with her in my stead? I guess. Hi. Yep. Welcome to Yedlihmad, traveler. I am Kankana, and it is my job to assign the right work to the right workers. Might I have your name? Yep, it's not me, though. It's Ogul. Kukushu and Ogul, was it? Let me jot those down. Oh, grandmother, why? Why did it have to be a Matanga? Because you are blessed with good fortune. Is Kankana, is your companion quite all right? She's fine. She'll be okay. Ah, an understandable reaction. The Gajasura tribe have done much to stain the reputation of our people. I swear, I do not remember seeing the Matanga before in the Azim Steppe. But again, I wasn't paying great attention then, so... Kankana, you are looking for work, though, yes? Many have been forced to take what they can get since the troubles began, so I'm afraid all the simple jobs are gone. As for what's left, I only have tasks fit for seasoned fighters. Does that sound like something you could do? I don't know about Ogul, but I got this. Nope, okay, she's got spine in her steel. There we go. Ogul. Fighting? I can fight, lest you doubt my My skill is likened to that of the Dragonbane, the legendary Chaka Zo herself. Kankana, I'm not familiar with that name, but you sound formidable indeed. Why don't we start you out on escort duty then? Oh shit, no one likes escort quests. No wonder this job is left. A group of artisans set off to harvest materials and ask that I send any prospective protectors their way, should I happen to enlist any. Ogul, what? They already set off. Is our duty not to escort them? Kankana, there's to be a ritual dance performed in Kajaya's footsteps. They'll need incense and costumes for the dancers and such. The entire thing was decided rather suddenly, so there was no time to waste. Ogul, you're not even looking at Kankana. And these artisans you speak of, do they also include Matanga in their number? Kankana, it was an Arkasodara who submitted the request. I hope that won't be a problem. Ogul, no, not at all. I look forward to fainting at the feet of my most feared enemy. Kukushu, I cannot do this alone. Pray, lend me the strength of the victor of the Nadam, and half the reward for the task will be yours. Yeah, sure. I'll get some. I don't mind getting some coin. Kankana, the artisans didn't plan to venture far. Leave Yedlihmad to the west, and you should soon come across your employer. Ogul, then that is where we shall meet. You will find me there, yes? Yep, no problem. I'll meet you there. Ogul, I don't even know whether to say poor Ogul, because you're so freaked out, but it's also kind of rude. I don't know. Ogul, Dusk Mother, give me courage. Wait, Dusk Mother? Sadhu would not countenance what you're doing. I'm just saying. Not that Sadhu is the Dusk Mother, but aren't they part of the same group? Okay, Master Artisan. Ah, must you be our belated escort, yes? You must be our belated escort, yes. Glad to have such courageous... Is your companion not well? She seems a touch shaky. Ogul. Of course. I should have thought of it before. I shall harvest the necessary ingredients while the artisan stays here. That way I have no need to fear him or being harmed. Perfect. Yes, okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, see you, Ogul. Master Artisan, I must say, this is less than ideal. My people are already scattered across the wilds, and I wanted someone to roam around and ensure they were safe from attack. Is your friend perhaps frightened by Arkasodara? I have met such travelers before. Well, no matter. If you could patrol the area as I asked, I must attend to my own harvesting. I got you, friend. Ogul has run off into the wilds alone. Keep an eye out for her as you continue patrol. Are you hearing this music? This is great. This is just, again, it's 0% of a surprise that the music in Final Fantasy XIV is very good, but somehow it always is a bit of a surprise. Alright, wounded Arkasodara. With Ogul protecting it. Him or her. I don't know if it's him or her. I'll go with him for now. Charging Gala. Gaja. Trunk Toss. T-A-W-S-E. No issue there. Ogul, what do you have to say? Ogul. Tusks, trunks, bone-crunching feet. Yeah, you did good. You did good. And you're a samurai. Wounded Arkasodara. You must think me foolish. I was so absorbed in my task that I failed to notice the ground shaking at their approach. Still, with my injuries are light and my satchel is full, thanks to you, I think I can make it back to town in time to meet the others. Goodbye, friend. Ogul. What happened? Did you slay this beast? The beast? No, I slayed that beast. Did you slay I think you slayed this beast, though. Ogul. That was a near thing. I took the first one by surprise, but the second... Knowing a Matanga stood at my back, my mind froze and my body refused to obey. Grandmother taught me that we should let fear wash over us like water, but to my shame I could not have failed her more thoroughly. Not to sound ungrateful, Kakushu, but why did you follow me? Because I was asked to, and because... Anyway, yeah, you just rushed off. Ogul, we were to patrol? Forgive me, I should have waited for orders instead of running off alone and putting lives in peril. Come, we should return to our employer. I want to be sure that the wounded man reached safety. So she's getting better. She's getting better. And she did take out a big-ass elephant, like an actual elephant, not a Matanga. Ogul. Deep breaths. Let it wash over you. That's right. Remember your grandmother's lessons. You got this. Master Artisan. My colleague told me of his rescue. Although we had hoped for an escort from the start, imagine if you hadn't come at all. I've sent him and the others back to our workshop, so consider your duty with us complete. You have my thanks. As for your payment, you can collect that from Kankana. We did it, Ogul. And you definitely helped. Ogul, right. I suppose we report to Kankana then. See, this journey, hopefully this hero's journey for you will lead to a little bit less anti-Matanga sentiment. That's my hope and expectation. Alright, just inside here. I can't get over the colors of this place. Look at this. Like, just look at this place. Holy shit, right? Ogul. I had no such troubles in Doma or Kugane, I assure you. This is different. Well, that was like, it wasn't your home, but it was close to your home. This is, yeah, new ground for you. Kankana. Ah, there you are. Your employer has expressed satisfaction with your work, so congratulations on a job well done. As a response to the recent chaos, the upcoming ritual was hastily planned, to say the least. As a consequence, the artisans have been hard-pressed to make everything ready. But when times are hard, the people of Thavnair rely on such traditions to renew their faith and bolster their hearts with the teachings of the divine. The death of an artisan would have thrown the whole thing into disarray. And thus your rescue was timely indeed. Please accept your payment, half each as agreed upon. Are you interested in further work? I may have something for you, if so. Oh. You know, I guess I should have expected that. These always seem to be the start of like a longer quest line. These ether current ones. Ogul. Oh yeah, okay. So same thing. Right, yeah, let's continue with this. Kankana. The Matanga Along the Way. Kankana looks at you expectantly. Ready to tackle another job then? This one was registered by a local fisherman asking for help with marauding monsters. Ordinarily, the Radiant Host keeps the worst of the wildlife in check, but these days there just haven't been enough blades to spare. You'll want to speak with the fisherman himself for the details. I hope this is Matsuya, if that's his name, I can't remember. I couldn't read the scroll he left for a name, but he's an Arkasodara, so he should be found fishing the waters from the western shore. Ogul. Wait, another Matanga? Again, at this point, you're like, it's flat out being rude. Like, keep it to yourself. Ogul. Kakushu, you could always use more coin, yes? because I could certainly benefit from your wise and experienced company. Yeah, sure. I will help you. A fine pair of hunters we shall make. Come, let us speak with this Arkasodara fisherman. Brave girl. I mean, sort of. Kankana, what do you have to say? I hope you're not... I don't know. I won't say I hope you're not insulted, but I hope you're understanding as best you can, I guess. Kankana, I hope your friend can overcome her fear of us. How unpleasant it must be to endure this constant state of terror. That's a very empathetic way to look at it, to something that could otherwise be seen as incredibly insulting, and probably should be seen as incredibly insulting, if I'm being honest. So it's not Matsya, it looks like it's going to be someone else. Idling Fisher. Not now, friend, I need my rest. Take all the time you need. Ogul. I must overcome this. Yes, you must. You really do have to. Arkasodara fisherman. Come to take care of the monsters, have you? About damn time. We're fine when we're out of water, of course, but even a fisher needs to walk on land every now and again, and the trails grow more perilous by the day. I've managed to sneak through without a scratch so far, but friends of mine haven't been so fortunate. Talk to the others around here, they'll tell you. Yeah, this guy's a little bit more angry than most. Ogul, I might still need your help with that, Kakushu. Speaking with Arkasodara is still challenging for me. Okay, I will help you. Should we do this together then? Yes? Good, fine. Good idea. Yes. Ogul's now accompanying you. Okay. Idling Fisher. You want to hear about monsters? I saw 3 big brutes on my way from Akyali to Yedlihmad. Never seen the likes of these like around these parts before. Are you talking about the Gaja? If so, I'm surprised they're new. Drowsy Fisher. You want a story? When I left Akyali the other day, I almost walked straight into a fiend with a tongue as long as my arm. Barely escaped being gobbled up on the spot. Oh, that's not a elephant then. Or Gaja, rather. Conflicted Fisher. Attacked by wildlife, yes. Yes, while I was holding a catch back to town. Dropped the lot and fled for my life. The roads here used to be safe enough, but now... So, yeah, it's some... I mean, the long tongue thing makes me uncertain. I don't think it's these turtles. They don't seem to have... They're not known for tongues, are they? Arkasodara fisherman. So, do you understand why we had to send for help? Ogul. I understand that you had a problem with long-tongued brutes terrorizing your roads. Arkasodara fisherman. Those creatures are what we call Pasaka. Without the army sending out regular patrols, it seems the inland monsters have begun expanding their territories. They've forgotten their fear of us, and that's when people start dying. I need you to remind them. Once you've found and slain these overly bold Pasaka, I ask that you bring me one of their carcasses. There's something I've been curious about. I'm curious what you're curious about. Ogul. Very well. Let us make of this a contest, shall we? First to topple a Pasaka is the victor. Arkasodara fisherman. Never seen anyone so eager to throw herself headlong into a Pasaka's jaws. Shouldn't you be chasing after her? I friggin' love that little emote that Kakushu just gave. That little, like, oh, who, me? Like the fanning at her neck. Ooh, ether current. Oh, nice job, Ogul. Ogul got to a Pasaka. That is a bizarre monster. It's like a giant chameleon or salamander type thing. Ogul. Ha! First kill is mine. Grandmother always said that the hunter should be swift like a diving yole. Would you mind tracking down the other two? Once they saw what I did to their friend, they fled to the northwest. I could haul this lump back to the beach while you finish the hunt. You would be... I don't want to bring up this fear for her, but I maybe it's okay to bring it up, because she's clearly more okay with the idea. You would be alone with an Arkasodara. Ogul. Pa! My fear of Matanga has begun to ebb. Somewhat. Now, go before some other poor soul crosses paths with those monsters. Ogul, your hero's journey is progressing beautifully. I have faith in you. Ooh, this is one of the hunt marks, Hamsa. I'm also going to be having chicken tikka. I did not expect the Wandering Pasaka to be standing upright, or to have these curls on their back. Do they have multiple eyes? Do they have 4? I mean, I guess most creatures have multiple eyes. Do they have more than 2 eyes, I mean? It looks like they have 4 eyes. This may be one of my favorite monster designs in, like, as far as just regular plain old monsters in the game. It really might be. Look at that. Ogul. Ooh, that thing was heavy. Yeah, nice job dragging that back by yourself. I guess I thought it would be like a 3-person job, or 3 non-Matanga person job at least. Arkasodara Fisherman. Ah, you were there. Your friend is stronger than she looks. We had to load the carcass onto a boat to carry it away. What are the Pasaka's packmates? Did you find them? I did. I got both of them. Both slain then. That's good. Of course, she slew them. Oh, Ogul. Of course she slew them. Songs of Kakushu's deeds are sung across the steppe. My aching arms would like to know why you wanted the remains, though. Yeah, what were you curious about? Arkasodara Fisherman. Why else? To make use of its parts. The scales can be spun into silver. Wait, really? And the meat will fill our pots. The bones and teeth we can craft into hooks and other tools. We kill nothing for the sake of killing, even murderous monsters. The 2 bodies you left behind will serve as a warning to others of their kind. If it keeps them away, no more blood need be shed. What were you curious about then? That doesn't seem like... That seems like something you... I guess maybe you were just curious how you could use it, but... I don't know, that feels like the wording was a bit weird there. Ogul. It seems our tribes share similar customs when it comes to using every part of the kill. As grandmother said, be not wasteful of the cat who meows in your face. Be not wasteful of the lives you take to sustain your own. You are so very different from your kin, the Gajasura. Arkasodara Fisherman. Oh ho, that's why you've been avoiding my gaze. If your only experience with the Matanga has been our brutal cousins, then you'll find the Arkosodaria are an agreeable lot by comparison. Might even make a few friends, eh? Here's your payment, and well earned, I'd say. Thank you. Split with Ogul, even Steven, right down the middle. Ogul. Another job finished. We should report to Kankana that she might strike it from her list. Let me know when you're done basking in the success of our hunt, and we can return to Yedlihmad. I am ready to go. Ogul repays her favors. Ogul is tapping her foot impatiently. Ready then? I've been counting the contents of my coin purse. Yeah, you've been... By the way, her design is awesome. Like, the pants, the kind of... the cloak with the kind of the ragged edges to it, the fur lining. Like, this is an awesome character design, I think. Like, of the steppe girl who's like a traveled mercenary at this point. I have enough enough to buy passage on the ship, but as for food and other supplies, well, I would feel more comfortable with the pay from one more job weighing down my belt. You can see me through just one more, yes? At the very least, let us make our report to Kankana and ask what else she has on offer. Come, show me how fleet of foot you are, champion. She's so enthusiastic. Ogul has gone up in my opinion. But first, I saw this fate over here. I wanted to check it out. Shiver and Shock. Two species of giant snails hailing from the Far East were released into the wild and have been reproducing at a frightening speed. Dispatch the creatures and restore the ecosystem to its natural order. Yeah, these I just definitely remember from the Ruby Sea. I don't know why they were dropped over here, though. Where's Ogul? I don't see her. Hi, Kankana. Kankana. Kokushu, safely back from your work on the shore, I see. But where is Ogul? Oh, here she is. And she's facing you. Uh-oh. Ogul. My coin purse. Some slippery son of a Zo snatched it from me, brazen as you please. I lost sight of him in the market, along with all my worldly wealth. How am I to pay for lodgings or food? Already my belly cries in protest. Oh, gosh. Kankana. Oh, you poor thing. And after all the good work you've done for us, you will stay with me tonight, I insist. Ogul. You would take me in? Kankana. I saw that. You looked me right in the eye. Finally warming up to us, Arkosadara, are you? Ogul. I can barely see through my tears, but yes, maybe now I can stand to be in the same room as a Matanga. Some of them, anyway. I hope you're joking. Like, I hope that's, like, an exaggeration. Like, I love you so much that, yeah, I guess I can be in the same room as you, like, for someone you love. Kankana. I'm glad to hear it. I'll sit here, and I'll lend you a few coins as well. We can't have you running around without a guild to your name. Ogul. Thank you. Kankana. In fact, why don't we head to my house now, and we can fill that complaining belly of yours. You're more than welcome to join us, Kokushu. I will happily attend your house. Visit your house. Oh my god, I'm excited for this. Before I talk to Kankana, I'm trying to remember what was the Final Fantasy XI zone that this is reminding me of with Nashreen. I don't think Nashreen was a character there. Is it Oregon? Was that the expansion that had the zone that was sort of like this? Maybe. Kankana. Oh, Kokushu, something terrible has happened. Oh, shit, we're not going to get our Matanga dinner? I've been robbed. We saw a boy jumping out of the window as we approached, and when I looked inside, all my belongings had been turned inside out. Ogul set off in pursuit of the thief, but hasn't returned. Could you catch up with her and see if everything's all right? I'll lock up here, and you can meet me back at my offices when you found her. I will murder the thief. Anyone who would dare to hurt Kankana is I mean, it's just a death sentence, to be honest. Ogul. Dung, I lost him again. Dung? I swear it was that same Huron boy who made off with my coin purse. His size, his clothing, it all matches. I was willing to cut my losses and earn more gil, but this insult to my host, it will not stand. There you go. Grandmother always said to repay one's favors, and by the dusk, Mother, I mean to do just that. Will you help me find justice for Kankana? I will delightfully help you find justice, or delightedly. Ogul. Then we start by asking around for more info. I have a feeling we are not the only ones who have fallen afoul of this thieving urchin. The swifter we act, the better our chances, yes? I say we split up, gather what clues we can, then meet back at Kankana's offices. Let's do it. Genocide. This is second-hand information, mind you, but I hear that the thief you're looking for is barely more than a child. Sad, isn't it? How terrible things have become that a young boy is forced into a life of crime just to survive. Yeah, it sucks. It's okay. We learned from the Fisherman that once we kill him, we'll use the whole kill. We'll use his teeth as earrings, and we'll use his hair as a hat. We'll make him pay, but we'll honor him in his death. Darpasa. There was another robbery. I wonder if it's the same boy I found in my house the other day. Probably. He yelled that he was sorry. When I saw the desperation on his face, I didn't have the heart to chase after him. Yeah, this is... I mean, I'm definitely, just to be clear, I'm joking with the whole, like, we'll kill him and use his teeth as earrings, but still, I'm protective of my Matanga friends. Abdi. The recent rash of pickpocketing. Oh, yes, I have heard several stories. They say it's likely the work of the same criminal. Yeah, I figured. Kankana. I'm afraid that meal will have to wait. Understandable. Ogul. Well, champion. Sorry, World of Warcraft reference. Well, champion, what have we discovered? Yeah, it's the same kid. So our tale was a familiar one. And what I heard from the local children was even more disturbing. It sounds like this kid, I mean, the fact that the kid said sorry as he did it makes me think that there's like an adult pressuring the kid into doing this. They tell me a man, a stranger, approached them with the promise of work and easy coin. I have no proof this offer is connected with the recent robberies, but it does seem suspicious. And if this stranger is truly recruiting young ones to steal for him, then he is the one I would punish for these crimes. We just need to find him. Radzat Hunt closing its gates left many struggling to make a living, and the appearance of that ghastly tower sparked a chain of events that still has the radiant host spread too thin on too many fronts. On the oh, this is Kankana, sorry. Kankana. I was wondering why would she know about the radiant host? Under the circumstances, a rise in crime is to be expected. We are fortunate, then, to have the two of you here to act as on behalf of our lawkeepers. So please, accept this as payment. We cannot expect you to work on an empty stomach. Bless you. You're wonderful. Normally I'd stop here, but I really want to see if I can complete this quest line. The Yedlihmad Hunt. Ogul. A new hunt begins. Come, we must track down the one behind all this. My squirrel emperor just playing with his nuts. That, I didn't mean it. I meant he's like throwing the nut that... Kankana. But we're still not sure if this stranger is actually involved in the robberies, let alone where to start looking for him. We're pretty sure. Ogul. There is a simple way to find out. We lure a boy thief into stealing from me again. If what we suspect is true, he will likely take any ill-gotten gains directly to his patron. So I will play the part of an unguarded traveler, flaunting a heavy purse or some such. Kokushu, you keep watch for the little pickpocket and be ready to follow him when he makes his move. Should he lead you to some shadowy figure, I want you to herd them both to the west. I will circle around and be lying in wait to spring an ambush. Kankana. That's really quite clever, Ogul. I'm impressed. Yeah, nice job, Ogul. Grandmother always said, if you want to catch the big fish, don't spare the bait. The same idea applies to slippery criminals. Right. Let's take our places in the town square and lay the trap for our quarry. I will try to make the lure something obvious so you can see it being stolen from afar. It's go time. Yeah, so she's holding an ornate sword as the bait, it looks like. He's looking for his mark. There's the kid. And he sees the sleeping Ogul with the giant sword right next to her. Come on, kid, you can do this. Fagin is relying on you. Oh, that was actually slick. Nice job, kid. I'll introduce you to the Rogues Guild in Limsa. Yep, that's him. Follow your quarry from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure if you're noticed or if you fall too far behind. Oh, gosh. Okay. Should you fail, return to the starting point to reattempt the objective. I am terrible at these quests, but we'll try. Your destination will not appear on the map while following. Where is he? What? Ogul. Okay, so you were over there. He went this way, right? Is someone there? Nope. Quick and quiet as a mouse. Baja Blast is preparing for battle. Again, player names fantastic in this game. Boy Thief. Hopefully, I don't know what counts too far or too close. Nope. No one's here. It's just pigeon. Don't worry about it. There's the dude. Yep. The boy thief has led you to a suspicious-looking Arkasudara man. Complete. Okay. I'm glad I one-shot that. One-shot that extreme trial. I like Ogul's eyes. Hopefully that's not creepy to say. I think she has cool eyes. Yeah, this is definitely the patron. Shady Arkasudara. Oh, you're a proper little scoundrel, aren't you? Nice work. I'll fence the rest of the goods and then you'll get your cut. Yep, the kid was followed. God's damn it, Rakashir. I told you to check for tails. You want your family to learn of our arrangement? Now run! Okay, so he does have a family, and he's having that held over his head. The robbers have fled westwards. Chase them. Oh, perfect. Ogul caught them. Her plan worked perfectly. Shady Arkasudara. Arkasudara's out cold. Nice job, Ogul. Rakashir. Whimper. Ogul. My apologies, Kakushu. I intended to circle around his plan, but when I heard how he yelled at the child, my rage could not be contained. Grandmother always said those who prey on the weak are undeserving of mercy, so I beat him senseless. Nice job, A+. Fool of a Matanga. When he awakes, he will find himself in the custody of the Radiant Host. Rakashir. Miss, I'm sorry you got hurt because of me, and I'm sorry for taking your belongings. Ogul. Apology accepted, young one. It's a brave thing to admit when you're wrong. Help me explain the situation to your lawkeepers, and we can steer you back onto the right path. Rakashir. If you say so, miss. Ogul. I will cart this refuse to the nearest guardhouse. Pray inform Kankana of our success. Rakashir. I'll tell the soldiers everything. I promise. I'll hold you to that, kid. Ogul. Another heavy load. Perhaps I should invest in a wagon or a sled or... Yeah, I didn't even think of that, but you're used to it at this point. You're an old pro at carrying bodies. Kankana. Kankana. Ogul, is everything all right? Kunkushu told me what happened. Ogul. All is well. They've begun interrogating the man before I left, and he was blubbering about where he stashed the stolen goods. The soldiers plan to recover the cash and return the items to their rightful owners. Good, so we don't have a brass blade situation where they're so obviously corrupt that that's not going to happen, at least. Kankana. Praise be to the sisters. There were certain personal articles, things very dear to me, that I thought I had lost forever. Ogul. Oh, I should also mention Rakashir, our boy thief. It seems his parents were out of work and begging for scraps. His were crimes of necessity, and after seeing the considerable remorse he showed for his actions, I decided to let him keep the coin he took from me, as well as my share of the reward from the Radiant Host. As grandmother always said, children are the greatest treasure of all. I can hardly let him and his family starve now, can I? Ogul... Good person. You're a good person. You're right back where you started. How will you pay for passage now? I assume that she doesn't want to go anymore. She's no longer... She probably no longer sees this as like a den of nightmares. How will you pay for your passage now? Ogul. I can earn it back again easily enough, and since I have tamed my fear of the Arkasodara, there is no need to rush. I will take my time and explore all the wonders this island has to offer. That's the way to do it. Thank you, Kakushu, for staying at my side this long, but I think I continue on alone. Speaking of which, Kankana, have you any new tasks available? Kankana. Ah, my dear Ogul, I have the perfect job for you. I actually have business with the employer myself, so we can head off together if you like. The beginning of a beautiful friendship. Ogul. There you go, Kakushu. I hadn't forgotten your half of the reward. May your adventures be many and your hunt successful. I would give it to you if I had the option, because I'm, like, good on money for now. We did it! That was an awesome little side quest line. Again, the game is 2 for 2 in these side quest lines being great. That was great. The Shaggles quest line was great back in... that was opened up by the Ether Current quest over in Labyrinthos. Just really strong side stuff for Endwalker. And so that's where I'm going to leave it for now. Thanks for watching, and next time we will continue with the other 2 side quests, which I think will take less time. And then we will talk to Astinian and continue progressing the main story. Thanks for watching. See you all later. Bye-bye.